Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to draft, pad and sew a princess dart bustier. Watch this video to the very end as I'll be showing you a trick on how to get yours well structured just like this. So now we're going to head on to the drafting. This is my basic body. This is the bust point, the under bust and the waist. As you can see, I've drafted this out. And now we're going to move on to the nipple to nipple measurement. My client's nipple to nipple measurement is 7. So 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So I'm going to mark 3.5 on the waist, on the under bust and on the bust point. Then I'm going to go up by half an inch above the bust point. So I'm going to join those points together with a straight line. Now I'm going to move on to the armhole. Right from the shoulder slant, we're going to go down by 2 inches. You can see the distance between this point is 2 inches. Then after that 2 inches, we're going to go down by 1.5 inch. That is the dart we're going to be taking at the armhole. So now I'm going to be creating a curve to that 1.5 inch that we marked. So I'm going to be using freehand sketch because I want to show you how easy this is. If you have a curved rule or a French curve or anything you can use to create this curve, please go ahead and use it. As you can see, I've joined these points together now. So now I'm going to move to the under bust. We're going to take in 1 inch on either sides of the straight line. As you can see, I've marked 1 inch. Now we're going to go down below the bust point by half an inch and join that point to the 1 inch at the under bust. So I'm going to be doing that right now, as you can see. So I've joined the points together now. So now at the waist, we're going to be taking the same 1 inch we took at the under bust on either side. We're going to be applying the same to the waist, and we're going to join it with a straight line. So I've done that. Now we are going to be moving to the other side of the princess dart bustier. So we're going to be creating a straight line with a slight curve from this under bust to the bust point, as you can see. And we're going to continue this line all the way to that 2 inches we marked earlier on. So we're going to continue the line all the way to that 2 inches we marked earlier on. Please, if you have a French curve or any curved rule, please use it. I just want to use freehand sketch to show you how easy it is. So we are done drafting our princess dart bustier. Now at this point, since we took 1.5 inch for the dart, we are going to be extending the line by 1.5 inch. So if you took 2 inches or 1 inches, you're going to extend the line by that 1 or 2 inches. So just remember to replace what you take out. So we're going to be joining that point to the armhole. If you're watching this video and yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel and turn on post notifications so that you get notified when I post new videos. So now I'm going to go ahead and replace all the darts that we took at the under bust and at the waist. So we took in 2 inches, we're going to mark 2 inches, and then we're going to draw a straight line from the armhole to the waistline, as you can see. You can go ahead and cut this out now because your princess dart bustier is ready, but it will not give you that much structure. So I'm going to be showing you a trick of what you're going to do to give yours a well-structured look. So now at the bust point, you're going to be applying the bust dart. You're going to go up by 1 inch and you're going to come down by 1 inch. And you're going to join this point to the nipple points. As you can see, you're going to be joining the points like so. Adding a bust dart is what makes the difference and is a game changer because it gives that well-structured standing princess dart bustier look that you see in pictures, in Ashwebi Bella and the rest. This is what gives that look. I'll go ahead and cut this out now, but one thing you should know is that since we're subtracting 2 inches from the bust point, this is going to make this front piece shorter. So we are going to be subtracting 2 inches from the back piece as well. That is, if the front piece is 17 inches, the back piece will be 2 inches less. That will be 15 inches. So as you can see, I've cut out 2 inches and I've moved it together and joined these points together, as you can see. So please make the back 2 inches shorter so that it will fit your front piece. So I'm going to go ahead and add the necessary allowances, 1/2 inch on this part, 2 inches for the side seams. As you can see, take your time and add the necessary allowances. After adding the allowances, you can go ahead and cut it out. Remember to create notches at the under bust while you are cutting it out. So as you can see, I've cut it out and I've also created a notch right on the under bust point. So now we're going to move on to the padding. So you can actually use breast foam or breast pad. As you can see, this is breast pad. This gives that firm look too. So it's either you use this breast pad or you use your wadding. This is the wadding. You can use the soft or the hard wadding, but just know that the harder the wadding or breast pad, the more structure that is going to give your clothes. So now I'm going to fold my wadding into 2 and I'm going to place the side piece on it like so. Now from that point, as you can see there, I'm going to measure 5 inches because the wadding is not supposed to reach that point there. You can actually make it 4 inches or 6 inches, but this is the personal standard I have for my sewing. So now you're going to go ahead and trace all around the outline of the bustier. As you can see, I'm tracing the outline. And then once I reach the under bust, that place that we created a notch earlier on, I'm going to go down by 1/2 inch. So now I'm going to mark the width of the padding. So you can use between 5 to 7 inches, but ensure it does not enter into the armhole. So I've marked 6 inches. Now I'm going to be creating a curve from that point to the 6 inches point and then to the down part. After doing this, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. Remember that you have to cut out 2 pieces for the 2 side pieces. So now for the center front, we're going to fold the wadding again and we're going to measure 4.5 inches. Yes, on the side piece we measured 5 inches, but for this center front it has to be a bit longer than the side pieces. So we're going to measure 4.5 instead of the 5 inches that we measured for the side pieces. So I've marked 4.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and place this on the wadding now. So ensure you align it and the wadding is folded into 2. So ensure you align it like so. Now we're going to go ahead and trace the outer layer of the center piece, as you can see. And then once we reach the under bust, we are going to go down by 1/2 inch. After going down by 1/2 inch, we are going to draw a straight line to the center front, as you can see. So now I've created the padding for the center front. We're going to go ahead and cut this out. So I've cut out the center front padding. We've cut out the side pieces padding. So you are going to go ahead and place the sticky side on the bad side of your fabric like so. I am going to go ahead and iron this. If you are still watching this video to this extent and you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and if you have any questions, please feel free to go to the comment section and drop a question. I will attend to all questions. So as you can see, I've ironed everything neatly. So now it's time to sew. So we're going to be placing the center front like so, and we're going to put the side piece right on the under bust part. See those parts that we notched earlier on? You're going to ensure they meet together like this. And you're going to pin these together. You are going to start right from that under bust point. It's very important that the under bust is even and equal to each other. If you are a beginner, please take your time at this point and ensure that you use pins before you sew, because it will help you hold the material in place while you're sewing. So you're going to pin both sides. You're going to pin both sides of the bustier right to the center piece. As you can see, we've pinned both sides. Now we're going to go ahead and sew this. As a beginner, if you're a beginner and you're doing this, please take your time. Do not rush, because you don't want to ruin your princess dart bustier. So as you can see, I've sewn mine. So I'm going to go ahead and create notches all around the seams. Please ensure you do not cut through the seams while you're doing this. So take your time, create notches all around. This is to make the curved seams relaxed, because it's a curve. A curve cannot be as relaxed as a straight line. So this relaxes the curved seams. So I've created notches all around, and I'm going to be turning this inside out now. And after turning it inside out, I'm going to go ahead and give this a good press. So while you're giving this a good press, be very careful not to iron it flat so that the shape can come out. So you can see this is the final look. Look at how gorgeous and structured this princess dart looks. If my video has been helpful, please give this a thumbs up, give this a like, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.